Hey everybody, I am going to share some shipping today. It's been a little while since I've done a shipping video, but I have got a few things that are heading out and I wanted to show you how I ship all kinds of different things. So the first item is this music box. So it is slightly breakable. There's definitely things that could come loose. So that's one. And then I've got a little plush, little pushing, is that what that is? Yeah, a little pushing plush. I've also got an ornament, which is handy dandy already in a little box. I've got something a little bulkier here. It's a copper tea kettle. And a couple other things here. I sold this Lego. Yes, it's all taped up and a mess, but it sold. And then another like breakable item is this Lennox Snoopy Christmas plate. Let's get started. I'm going to have my camera going too to show you how I'm shipping out all kinds of different things. Let's start. All right, we're starting with this right here. So it's not super big, but I want to make sure that the box is big enough that it will, you know, the cushion will be good for it. So while I think that this 6x4x4 might do the trick, I might want to go a little bigger because as you can see here, it would fit, but it's kind of close. I mean, with the padding and everything, it might work, but just for safety's sake, I'm going to go with the 8x6x4. And this is one of the eBay branded boxes and eBay tape, but you don't have to use the eBay supplies. I get them because I have an eBay store. And so with certain levels of eBay store, you get a shipping coupon every quarter. So usually I'll get an 8x6x4 or 6x4x4. But lately I've gotten a couple other bigger boxes because I've got some bigger items as well. All right, so I've built my box. Let me come back into the camera. And I want to make sure that I get some filler for the bottom. A couple things I could use is this blue tissue paper, or I just have some craft paper that I like. So I think I'm going to use the blue just because, why not? Next, I will bubble wrap it. And I've got some bubble wrap that came with some other items. These are actually bubble wrap bags. So I will use this. I just want to make sure I get it in there really tight, wrapped up. And I've got two, so I'll just use these. And some fancy warning labels. And I'll give it a little tape just to hold the bubble wrap in place. And there's my box. And I'll set it down in there. And it looks like I probably have enough of the blue paper, but I could go over it, but I'll just grab another piece. And then I have a thank you card I put in with all my shops. And I have a coupon code on the back. You don't have to do this. I used to forever. I would just get thank you cards or blank note cards from garage sales or thrift stores. All right, so here's that. Then the next thing I will do is I need to weigh it for my shipping label. And I just have this little food scale that I use. And this is an 8x6x4. And it weighs just at about a pound. And then I put the initials on top so I know what label it goes with. Next, let's do the kettle. So I'm trying to figure out, like, I don't want things to be rattling around, but the problem with this kettle is that it's got in the spout, there's like a catch in there, and there's like a little marble that keeps, I guess it keeps the heat in, so when it pours, you can, you know, pour it out. So that's just going to have to be the way it is, unless I shove something down the spout. Now, I don't have any big boxes handy, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to Frankenbox. I've got this 10x8x6 box, which it does fit into. see, but it's too tall. So I'm going to take another one and marry them together. So I'll take another box with this one. When I open it like so, I'll just slide it over top. And once I've got it like this, I'm going to come and tape this section. You can see it's like so. I'm going to come tape this section down. And now it looks like this. So it's quite a bit bigger on the inside. Tortoise. Then I'm going to start filling the bottom with some padding, just some regular craft paper. And when I get the craft paper, you know, it'll come in like a big giant sheet, and I just rip it in half so that I can have smaller pieces. All right, once I've got some padding on the bottom, I'm going to just slide this in, like so. And then I'm going to start filling around the kettle. So far it looks like this. Got it kind of all tucked in there. And now I just need some filler for the top. If I had any of those pillows, the air pillow things, I would use that, but I don't have any of those right now. So there's that. And I'll put my card in. So now I've got that. I don't like that it's rattling, but there's not a lot I can do about it because it's in the spout. So now I need to measure. See, my tape is a little wonky. I'm gonna cut that little flap off because I don't want it to get caught or pulled at. 13, 10, 8. All right, and I got my buyer's initials on top. Next, I've got this little pushing. It's very small. It's not breakable, but it's super cute, right? So I could ship it in a 6x4x4 box or in a mailer like so. And so I'm going to ship it in a mailer. And what I'm going to do, I could put it in a poly, like a little baggie, but I've got these jewelry bags. So I have to think about this though, because what if it's not color safe, right? And something happens. So because I'm not sure if this is color safe, I've talked myself out of it. I'm going to find a poly bag, even though this would be cute. Just like so. This is a little big, but that's what I've got. Let's go under the camera here. So putting it in there. This part is not 100% necessary because it's going into a mailer like that. Into the mailer with my thank you card. I've got two options. I can just fold it over like this and just have empty space, or I can make it smaller like so, but then I'd have to tape down the sides. And I don't feel like doing that. So I'm just going to tape it just going to have it go as is, like that, which is totally fine. Like that, right? And even if it gets smushed, you know, it's a little plushy, so it's not going to get hurt. 3 ounces. Got my buyer's initials, and that one's good to go. Next, let's ship out this Lego. This one I took an offer of 15 bucks on, so even though the box is smushed, it's still unopened. It's still all in the box, which is awesome. So even though it's already smushed, I am not going to ship it in a mailer because I just don't think that would be a good idea. So this time I am going to use these 6x4x4, and these I bought off of Uline because the eBay 6x4x4, which I also have some of, they're like 6 3/4. So it doesn't fit. The eBay ones don't fit in a padded flat rate when I need that. I don't need that today, but. And that is probably not going to fit, you know? It will fit. Maybe. No. Alright, so I'm going to have to get a bigger box. Alright, going with the 8x6x4. Alright, do over. Here we go. So basically I'll take half of the paper, put it in the bottom, slide the piece in, and then put the rest of the paper on top. And my card. I'm looking at 6.5, so 7 ounces. Okay, I've got my 6x4x4 back. That one might actually fit in there. So next we have this ornament. It's a White House collection ornament. Really pretty. Looks like that. So I've got my 6x4x4. I'll slide that in. So might be tight. Let's see. What do we think? It's kind of pushing up a little bit. It'll probably be okay, but you know what? Just better be safe than sorry. All right, 8x6x4. And next we're gonna ship this Snoopy Lennox Christmas plate. I have another, like one of these bags that I'll use, and then some, because this is obviously quite breakable. So I'm gonna fold this around like so, but that I'm gonna want more bubble wrap than this. Ooh, that's a lot of bubble wrap. And this is also some bubble wrap that I save whenever I get boxes and things. I have lots of other like new bubble wrap, but if it's clean, I save it. And this has got the big bubbles, so I'm using a combination of big and small bubbles. Got a little tape here. So I've got quite a big bubbly package here, but it shouldn't have any problems. Once again, I'm going to have to Frankenbox 2 together. Got my 2 boxes together. I'm going to put the filler on the bottom. Filler. And then into the box it goes. So, and now I'm going to put some filler around. And those were my sales on eBay and Etsy for the day. So those are going to go out tomorrow. Thanks for shipping with me. If you've got any questions or you would like to see how I ship other items, then leave me a comment down below and I will see what I can do about making that video.